My client Ritchie was walking through the high street one summer's evening when a vehicle mounted the pavement and hit her and proceeded to crush her against the wall of a restaurant. She suffered appalling injuries, including a traumatic brain injury and complex lower and upper limb injuries. Multiple fractures to her arm, leg, shoulders. She was airlifted to King's Hospital and she came to around about 13 days later.
I sustained a multiple injuries, major trauma, and I was approached by one of the member of the Major Trauma Signposting Partnerships and gave me a list of lawyers. And that's when I chose Moore Barlow to represent my case. They've got the expertise in major trauma that would really help me with my case. Before the accident, I work as a radiographer in a highly skilled job, which specializes in MRI scan and CT. So it requires a lot of attention to detail that would require me to actually focus on some things because I deal with people's lives. Apart from my job, I really enjoy traveling a lot and do extreme sports. After the accident, I can't do most of it anymore.
Once Ritchie regained consciousness, it was clear that she had to begin an acute process of treatment, which included reconstruction surgery. It was essential for us to focus on Ritchie's rehabilitation, and in doing so, making sure that we secured funds from the insurers.
My family comes from around the world, so I live on my own, so they need to come down to help me with my care. My sister from Philippines came down, stayed with me for 6 months, as well as my cousin from Singapore and Edinburgh. Moore Barlow was able to help recover those expenses that they incurred after the case. Once my family returned back home, so I'm left on my own, that's where Moore Barlow actually helped me a lot by providing a case manager to look after my rehabilitation. I had the physiotherapist, psychologist as well, and occupational therapist to review what I require or need at home.
Ritchie's acute care as an inpatient was superb, but it's not uncommon to find that people would fall off the radar once they had left hospital. It was important for us to have a case manager in place with all the therapeutic support ready at the point of discharge.
During the process of the case, I felt that Moore Barlow really helped me a lot. So I felt inclusive on all the decisions that I would have to take on. So the advices that they gave me was really great. The lawyer made sure that I was okay mentally, physically, and everything else emotionally. So they're there to support, even if I've only known them for the case, but I felt really supported. After the case was settled, it was actually a relief for me because I've closed that chapter of my previous life and I have to move on. I have to just think positively. The help that Moore Barlow has provided was really amazing. I was able to move forward now and just look for a better future. One thing that I can say actually is for people to think that, well, I mean, like, you know, cases like this, they think that lawyers will just were after the money kind of thing, but in my case, it doesn't feel that way because they're really supportive of it. And for people who know similar case that I have, I would really reach out and don't be afraid. Fight for the right, fight the legal battle.